My name is Brian Le Gette. I'm the CEO of ZeroChroma, and we make wearable tech accessories. So we like to wrap ourselves and our products around phones and tablets. It all provides what we consider a revolutionary and empowering solution to the consumer. And what we like to be known as is something beyond protection and style, and a brand that actually brings a solution that morphs with you or adapts with you from 6 a.m. to midnight, and take that device and weave it into your day and your activity so that you're more productive, have more fun, happier. The original idea for the multi-angle stand was my business partner, Dave Reed. And he and I worked together at my first company, 180s. He was one of the most talented designer engineers that we had. And he came to me and said, hey, I've got this thing, and it mirrored some conversations we'd had at 180s. But he came up with this any angle, any orientation view stand, which was perfect for watching movies on phones and tablets and things like that. Everything that we do is patented or being patented. Our base stand technology, we have 4 US patents and patents in China and Japan and other places. And then we're patenting everything else around it. So we feel like we'll have good control over the ecosystem that we're creating. I call it an intellectual property minefield. And so I like to patent the best embodiment, if you will, of that design. But I also want to make sure that I'm covering the area around it, because sometimes what you think is the best way to do this is not necessarily the best way to do this. I use utility patents to cover the base concepts, since they're much stronger than design patents. But there are also design patent constructs that are really helpful. So I'm making sure that I file both. They come at the control issue from 2 different angles. Because I'm manufacturing in China and Taiwan and Asia and probably in Mexico, I need to make sure that I'm also filing in the countries that I'm going to be building in. And so it's essentially filing in the major markets for selling, and then filing in the places where you're going to be building in. So you need to be able to stop at the source and then stop when things get into market. I put a lot of concepts into patents, and then I use continuation in parts to refile and tune those concepts as I go through, and I find that's a smart way for me to not have my own patent as my own prior art stopping me from filing something later. And so I try, as I'm filing in a new concept area, to file put as much thought into what that application looks like, and then take that application and continue to tune it as I watch the market change and my product's acceptance in the market move. I didn't want to start this company or any company without having what I consider the most important customer, in this case a retailer, telling me that we mattered and that we mattered to their customers. And so I spent 4 months calling the buyer at Best Buy who didn't know me from a hole in the wall. And finally he sent an email back and he said, "Uncle, I'll give you 5 minutes." And we talked for 45 minutes, but my 3 questions were, have you ever seen a case that does this? I didn't describe the inventive step necessarily, because I was filing patents at the time. And he said no, and he said a question of, why do you need that? And I said, well, because you're going to put a camera on the front of the phone, and you're going to need to aim that camera for video conferencing at people. And he was quiet, and he said, what colors does it come in? Which was a really good sign for me. And so anyway, we went through a couple of other questions, and then we talked for 45 minutes, and then he was our first sale. We've won multiple awards. We just got another Best of Show at the Consumer Electronics Show in the iLounge area of the North Pavilion. And that doesn't happen that often to get one, and so to get them 2 years in a row for our tablet technology, we're excited about that. And we have a big placement in Best Buy, a big placement in Target. We're trying to be the brand that people think about that is, we're not just protection or style. These are the 2 kind of base pillars of the case business at the moment. And most brands compete in those 2 areas and throw in price, and you've kind of got most of it. We are really trying to create an ecosystem so that someone wakes up from 6 a.m., goes to sleep at midnight, And we have morphed their tablet or their phone or whatever the device may be with them through every single activity. We want to be able to mount, hang, handle, adapt that device to your situation without having to carry around a lot of stuff with you.